Good morning, everyone. How are you? Look at this dress. I love the color. It's so vibrant. How beautiful it is. I love it. Let's just, feel ourselves. Why not? Why not? It's all good. Hope you're having an amazing day, whatever it is that you're doing. Oh, it's so good. So good to have vibrant. Days are beautiful. Had a really good sleep, so it's really, really good. The energy is lifting. Can you feel the good energy? The good vibes are coming. Woohoo! Of course I can feel it. Hope you're having an amazing week, whatever it is that you're doing. Already 33 seconds. Honestly, time just goes fast, right? Today's topic is all about, what is it that I want to talk about? What's coming through today? Honestly, it just comes through me. Yes, okay. This is how I come up with topics. Nothing scripted. It's just whatever I find in my heart and my soul that's telling me that obviously that I need to hear, that you need to hear, that we all need to hear, and to be reminded of ourselves. Basically, it's all about self-talk, right? And not so long ago, probably, we're always going to do it for the rest of our life because that little ego, crazy person or, narky person, bitch person that lives inside of us, our ego mind will always tell us negative things, right? And we have to ignore it and not listen to it. But sometimes we get so used to it that it becomes a habit that we keep on saying bad things about ourselves. We keep on going, we're not good enough, we're not this, we're not smart enough, we're not organized, we're not pretty enough, we're not smart enough, we're not successful, we're not this, and all that. But we don't really realize that this is what we keep on doing it because it's just repetitive. It just becomes a habit where we keep on saying the same thing and we don't realize that we spent a whole life saying these things. So always remember, how do you want to feel when you're 80, 85, 90, 100? Do you want your life to be all about all this negative talk, all this negative thinking, all these things that is not true, right? This is our BS mind, which is the mind that is wrong. Our spirit, our soul, our intuition, which is love, compassion, that is our truth, and that's what comes from our soul and our heart. And we know that on a conscious level, but in our body, subconscious level, if you're so used to of saying, oh, I'm not this, or I'm dumb, or I'm this, I'm shy, or whatever it might be on repeat, you don't realize that you keep on saying it. It just becomes ingrained, it becomes habit. That's where mindset comes in, where you have to look at your thoughts and really be aware of it. And you know what? There are going to be days where we have these bad thoughts and these negative thoughts. That's fine. Eat ice cream, right? Eat ice cream the whole day. Do what you need to do to feel better in that day. And know it will pass, right? It's always. But I'm talking about if we keep on getting these negative thoughts for a month, 2 months, a year, our whole life is about it. Well, you need to just see it as our thoughts as information, right? Information that is not true, right? It's not that every time we go, well, every thought that we have, it becomes our identity. Well, if that becomes our identity, if you go, okay, this thought is correct, I'm going to take this as my identity. I'm going to walk around the world thinking I'm not smart enough, and therefore you're going to achieve the results of not being smart enough. So if you can't hold on to a job, you won't find a new job, you won't find a good partner, you won't have the money, you have full of debt because you're identifying with your thoughts. It means that you're not just seeing it as what it is. It's just information, right? It's just information. It's not true. All the thoughts that you have, whether it's negative or it's positive, obviously the positive one, the things that come from the heart, the spirit, the body, they're true, right? The positive ones, the empowering ones, right? That's what I'm an empowerment coach. All of them we accelerate it, we do our affirmations to keep on highlighting them ones, so we keep on putting them in. But when you hear the negative thought, like I hear it on all the time that, who are you to do this? And I'm just like, oh, okay, hello, my old friend. Thank you for coming in and reminding me. Thank you very much. I know you're not true. I'm not going to cling to your good information. Hi and bye, right? It is not true. You always ask yourself, is this thought true? No, it's not. Right, and then if it is true, goodbye, right? It's our ego little bitch talking, and we're always going to have that, but we're not going to be clinging onto it and going, this is fact, and this now has become my identity. Who am I to do this? So what happens is you don't show up, you don't do the action, you don't coach people, you don't help people, and therefore it's true. It becomes your reality just because you listen to that narky voice, that bitch voice that told you you're not good enough, and because you believe and act from that place, you get the results. Right? You get the same results as to what you're actually identifying with. Your identity is everything. Your thoughts is everything, right? But you just need to, with practice, brush it aside. Just go, oh, okay, interesting. Thank you for coming back again, my old friend. It's been a while since this thought has come, or maybe it's the same thought on repeat. Maybe it's the same thought that you thought about every single day. You don't have to cling onto it. You don't have to latch onto it. It is information. You have to realize the thoughts that you have right now that are telling you that you're not good enough is BS, it's information, it's thoughts, and you can either choose to say, this is now part of my identity, this is who I am, and that's a choice if that's what you want to do, or you can choose to let it go and go, you know what, that's not who I am. I know that's who I'm not am. Everyone has these thoughts, and even no matter how many years you do the mindset work, no matter how many years you do the affirmations, whatever it is that you do to heal yourself, increase your energy and vibration, we're all going to have these thoughts. So anyone that you admire or look up to, they also have these thoughts. We all have these thoughts. So when you think that, if people are worried about you or they're looking down at you, they also have these negative thoughts, right? We all have it because we'll always have it because we're human. It will never shut up. That little voice inside our head that's telling us to be small, play small, whatever, will never shut up. It will always be there for the rest of our life. And as soon as you realize that, but the choice that you do have is that you can let it become your identity, and therefore your results are created from that, or you can choose to see it as information that you can either buy into or information that you don't. So when people coach with me, people tell me, oh, I have a horrible life because of this, or this happened to me, and really bad stuff that has happened to them in their life. And I do realize that, and I'm just like, okay, that's fine, but I'm not going to buy into your BS stories and go, oh, that's okay, I understand that's why you can't take this action, I can understand why you can't get the job that you want. No, we don't do any of that. That is not true, because that is not serving. That is actually, what is that going to have? That's going to create more of that result where you feel like you're not good enough. It doesn't matter what bad things that you got into your life. It doesn't matter what you have gone through. Yeah, okay, we have compassion and we feel the feelings that we need to feel, but you need to release it. Again, it's just information that you can cling to the rest of your life and go, you know what? For example, if someone goes, oh, I have a criminal record, therefore I'm not going to take action, I'll end up to be a drug dealer, whatever it might be, that is a choice, because you've taken that identity. You can go, okay, that's a thought, maybe I do have a criminal record, okay, that's good information to have, but am I going to hold on to it? Am I going to make this part of my identity, or am I going to swat it away and go, okay, that's fine, that is what it is, and I'm going to choose to take action accordingly. I'm going to not take that identity. I'm going to take the identity of an empowered person that goes after their goals, after their dreams, and never stops, right? And increases their mindset day in, day out. That is the person they choose to be, right? So there's a choice. There's always a choice in life. You can either hold on to this and make this become your results, or you can choose to let it go. The same way, when I'm looking at nature, I love going to nature and I see all these beautiful trees. Think of each tree as every thought that you have, right? We're not going to be hugging trees, holding on to trees, or every time you see cars, I'm just seeing cars as I am in the field, you're not identifying with your car, and you shouldn't be. Like, say for example, you have a really good car, that means you're a good person. No, we're all the same. Or if you have, a shit box of a car, that's who you are. No, it's not. You're not clinging yourself to a car. The same way when you see cars go by, you just let them watch. You just let them go and you just watch them and you observe them, or whatever it is. You're not holding on to the car. You're not hanging on the car. You're not just going, oh, my car is my car. No, you just see it as cars. The same way as your thoughts. Just see it as thoughts. It's just thoughts. There's no good or bad, or there's not something that you need to be like, oh, this is who I am now, or this is who my identity is because of these thoughts. They're just information. They're just like cars. They're just like lollies. They're just like things that you see and things that you release, things that you hear and go, okay, do I want to hold on to this or no? And just think of it as, when you have old clothes, you don't want to hold on to these old clothes, let them go. The same way as your old thoughts. Oh, hello, old friend. Thank you for coming by and saying hello to me. I don't need you anymore. You don't serve me. Goodbye, right? You are not your thoughts. And the reason why people do get depressed, anxious, or, not feeling good about themselves, and the one thing that I see when I coach people is that they just believe their thoughts. They believe it, and I'm just like, hello, I get that thoughts, everyone gets that thoughts, but you have a choice either to believe it or you have a thought, you can choose to let it go. There's a choice. We always have choice in life. We have free will. And if you're choosing to talk negatively to yourself, you're choosing that. And I know that might be a bitching or triggering thing to say, but you're choosing that. And the good news is that you can stop choosing it and go, well, I don't want to do that anymore. Like, that's not serving me. Why do I want to bitch to myself? Like, the same way you're not going to say that to a partner, your friend, your mum. So don't say it to yourself, right? Let it go, because that will become your reality. If you go, oh, I haven't achieved my goal, just say, yeah, I haven't achieved my goal yet. It doesn't matter when you achieve it. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Always put, yeah, it doesn't mean, oh, I'm useless now or I'm not good enough because I haven't achieved my goal. Say, according to who? That's a thought. that you can either choose, which is information. It's like, okay, cool, what can I do about it? Maybe I do need to improve it. What action can I take? How can I work on myself? What mindset tools can I use? What coaching do I need? And set up what action you need to take to fix that and improve that, if you know that there's an issue and there's something that you need to fix. Because always thoughts are useful information, right? Every thought is information. So some information is useful, some information is not, but then how can you improve it? You might go, oh, I'm not a good speaker, I'm shy. Well, how can you be more visible? How can you increase your confidence? How can you increase your self-belief? There is action to take. Okay, that's good. So if I take this action, the thoughts will subside, or the thoughts will still be there, but at least you feel better about it because you're actually taking practical action to compensate and overcome that, right? Especially if you go, oh, I'm not a good driver. Well, maybe do more driving lessons. Or I'm not a good singer. Maybe take the action to do more singing lessons. That might be true. The same way, oh, I might not know so much about a topic. Well, learn. Like for me, I'm like learning every single day, and I love it because I just want to learn more and more and more. It might be valid. You might not be competent in a certain area. Well, what can you do to improve it? What can you do? What action can you take? Rather than just go, oh, I'm not competent. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at that. I'm not good at that. Well, okay, that might be true. Now, what action are you going to take to override that thought, to actually be competent in the field, and therefore have the conviction and confidence to move forward in that area? So that's what I want you to do today, guys. And then this weekend, just look at what are the thoughts that you have. Honestly, monitor it. It will become, the thoughts will subside over time, but just monitor your thoughts and go, you know what? I'm just going to let that walk past. That isn't true. If I want to fix it, I want to change it. You might need to change it. You might want to change it. You might want to take certain action to fix it, to improve it, to feel better about yourself, and just do that. But just watch your thoughts and know it's just information. It's not true. Every thought that you have is not true. It is not true. It is not true. It is not true unless you allow it and you choose it to be. So have an amazing day and good luck with this exercise. So continue doing it, not just today, but every single day, and just know that you are not your thoughts. Unless you choose to be. You can change your identity anytime that you choose, every second of the day. So choose the one that empowers you and empowers everyone around you. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye, everyone.